it's really hard, it seems, to underestimate or understate what the energy impact is going to be from AI. I mean, I think like it seems like if it's a stock market bubble is maybe the least of some of the worries because like I think they said Google could use. I think they need to keep doubling processing power over the next 6 months, every few months or something like it. It
Yeah.
was something crazy. And where is this energy going to come from? Like if we're
Right.
transitioning off of fossil fuels, but now we're consuming so much more just to feed this beast that's creating images of celebrities that we want to see in movies again. Like the whole thing's a
Hmm.
little bit of absurd. So I think I'm I don't know. I try to be hopeful. Like I try to choose optimism purposefully, and so
Right.
you hope that there will be something in AI that will help us progress as a species somewhere. That will help us
Hmm.
somehow create energy or to help us solve problems, opposed to like just sucking the life out of the planet because we have to feed it more and more. And it's this insatiable monster that we've created.
Hmm.
Um, but I guess is there any conversation on your team or like in your circles about AI that is really thinking about this issue, or is it kind of at this point a bit of a wait and see?
No, I mean, there's definitely a lot that we've thought about with this. I mean, there's a few things to think through with what we're seeing with AI and data centers in particular. One is that the point that you made about where's the power coming from. That's what we've seen so far is sort of a mixed bag. We've
Hmm.
seen a boom in the United States with gas power. So there's a big build out in gas plants. A lot of them are tied to these AI and for data centers intended for AI. So that's a concern for anyone thinking about phasing out of fossil fuels. But we're also seeing a lot of those companies also trying to use solar and wind co-locating with perhaps gas power as well, and so having some kind
Right.
of all the above energy strategy, right? It's just, kind of an independence and being off grid sometimes in order to kind of save some of the utility usage.
Hmm.
So we've seen a lot of that happening. But it is a question about which way it will break. There was a lot about were we overbuilding gas power plants and proposing gas power plants for data centers, and then you had like was it DeepSeek or whichever one it was from China that all of a sudden was using a
Right.
lot less energy,
Yeah.
and so some of that, yeah. Are we building for today, and then 20 years from now, there's going to be a much more efficient way to handle some of the AI data usage? We that's those are open questions, and I think that's really hard to answer now at this point. But that's things that
Right.
definitely to keep an eye on to see how the industry is impacting things. The other thing that is really, I think, surprises a lot of people is the IEA, the International Energy Organization, had come out, or agency had come out with a report that basically said they felt AI was going to probably account for less than 10% of electricity growth in the coming decades. They said the most of the planned electricity growth is actually going to be your mainstays, air conditioning, heating, cooling. That's where a lot of
Hmm.
the growth in electricity usage is coming from, not from these large AI data centers. I think other people might disagree with that, but that was kind of an interesting, for an organization like that to put out a stat like that was quite a big, got a lot of attention last year when they did that.